A very important stakeholder, parents, and how are we investing time to make sure there's parent education? How engaging are our parents in this transaction of education? And how can we learn how to mutually make this work for our children? Sister Catherine Jones needs no introduction. We're all looking forward to a very engaging and anecdotal presentation. Over to you, Sister Catherine.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very different sort of presentation to my usual ones, because I'm not here as Back to the Future. I'm actually representing the Global Islamic Parenting Network, which was born in the conference last year. Brother Ahmed Fakri, who initiated it, and his wife had planned to be here, but they were unable to be, so I'm representing the team today, alhamdulillah. So how it all started was in the conference last year. The conversation, and we hear it a lot, is the parents. A lot of challenge with children's behaviour. It must be the parents. And then how do we engage the parents in parenting education? They won't engage. So we thought, we met a few times during the conference, and we met for probably about 9 months, just about every Sunday evening for me, but every Sunday through this year, discussing how we can bring a resource or a way to schools that's going to help support them with the parents. Because if you know Brother Ahmed and Sister Jamila, they do a lot of parenting work. That's Cool Mum and Super Dad, if you've heard of that. I also started off as the Peaceful Parenting Coach. That's where my work began. And so we have a real passion for helping the parents. And so ever since then, we've been thinking, how can we bridge this gap? So there are the problems. We did a survey of parents globally. We got 814 responses, so that was the first step in our processes. What do parents want? What do they feel their needs are? The top 4, we had lots of different things, but the top 4 were the instilling of Islamic values, managing behavioural issues, managing screen time being a really big issue there, and the supporting the mental and emotional well-being of their children. So this is what parents are looking for support in. And so parents are a real important element of Islamic education. If children are constantly coming to school off track, parents spend more time with behaviour management than actually teaching. And that was exactly why, when I was completing my graduate diploma in teaching and education to become a teacher myself, that I at the same time was doing my parenting instructor certification, that I decided to go down the path of teaching parents rather than getting in the classroom. Because during my prac teaching, I spent so much time doing behaviour management and not enough time actually teaching. And of course, parents are the children's first teacher. It's going to be so much easier in the classroom if the parents are on board and they're actively engaging with their children. So what we found with our survey was that there was a lack of culturally relevant Islamic parenting resources, that there is a need for training on how to manage the digital age, and that's only going to get worse with AI, by the way. We have so many horrendous stories coming out already about how AI is harming children. One of my very close friends, her daughter is pretty much not a Muslim anymore, and she's got caught up in some very weird way of thinking because she's developed a relationship with AI, and so she just has these conversations with AI, and it's drifted her further and further away from Islam. So it's going to be really important that we have parents on board understanding these things. And there's also in the sense that we need multilingual parenting resources, because of course, globally we have so many different languages. So this is part of our challenge, is finding all these resources. And what we want to do is come up with a solution that means that schools have a one place they can go to find the resources they need to work with their parent community. So we want to create that global repository of resources. So we've started looking for the people out there that are already doing it. So if you do know anyone that's doing a good job with parenting, please let us know, because what we want to do is create a repository of options. And we want to also run, probably online because of the global audience, webinars and workshops that you can then promote in your schools that parents can join. But of course also you're going to need people on the ground in your schools as well, so train the trainers of how people within your school community can be trained to run parenting programs as well. And it's very interesting that the topic before this was Shura, because the reason we wanted to present this to you is we now want to hear from you, from the schools, what you feel you need, what would help you, so that we can bring it all together. We haven't taken that next step yet, because we want to make sure that what step we take is going to be one that's useful. All of us that are doing it voluntarily. There's no funding behind this, so we don't want to be spending our time on something that isn't actually going to serve you. So as Brother Zafar said in the conference last year, we care for the same child we share. And so we really feel that renewal in schooling really can't happen if we leave the parents behind. We need to bring the parents along as well. So reclaiming parenting as a critical element of tarbiyah. We've talked about tarbiyah a lot these last couple of days, and yes, we're talking about it in terms of the classroom, but we need it in the homes as well. It's a key element. What we've discovered is a lot of parents have no idea about tarbiyah. Most parents are just doing what their parents taught them by experience, not actually taught them how to parent. They're just repeating the patterns that they received themselves. It's strengthens the schools by reinforcing the values, taught at home, building, resilient families. If you have resilient families, you're going to have a much more resilient school. And a revival of prophetic parenting, so with wisdom, and to be made obviously globally available and relevant. So our next steps is to develop the resource sharing website. We haven't started that because we first want to hear from you what that should look like, what's going to be helpful in terms of that. Discovery, evaluation and sharing of Islamic parenting providers. So we want to actually also put criteria together to make sure that whatever is on that website has been vetted, that we're not just sharing with you resources that really aren't Islamic. There's a lot of stuff out there that isn't really helpful. So we really want truly Islamic approaches that really are encouraging tarbiyah of children. We want to partner with GAIS because they have access to the schools. You're all, being part of the conference, and work together with GAIS so that we can get that message out there. There's no point doing this work if there's nobody actually aware that it exists. And run, panel discussions quarterly with parenting experts. So bringing the parenting experts to you. So we'll do that work, finding them, putting it together, be in an online way so everyone can benefit, inshallah. So this is our vision. This is what we've been working on. Whoops. Okay, so the problem with that is you're not going to hear the sound. So our team did a video, because they couldn't be here, did a little video for you, but sound isn't coming out through the... Oh, that's a good idea. Wherever my speaker is.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed Fakhri from Kuala Lumpur. Our idea is to gather the Muslim parents to raise future leaders. And this is the platform, Global Islamic Parenting Network.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. I'm Jabila Samian, a parenting author and speaker from Malaysia. I hope GAIS.Net will become a reliable, trusted source of references for parents all over the world, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Jennifer Ahmed. I feel very passionately about parenting, and GAIS.Net, inshallah, will be providing the kind of resources that are needed to empower Muslim parents to raise, inshallah, the future generations as God-fearing Muslims, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Zara Yusuf, and I'm one of 7 founding mums of Al Hidayah Academy, an Islamic secondary school based in Abuja, Nigeria. And I hope that GAIS.Net will serve as a support network and a bridge between the educators and parents.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Dr. Farida from Malaysia. So parental engagement and parental partnership is very important for our children nowadays. So I really support GAIS.Net in doing this initiative to collect and to have all our experts in parenting together to share, maybe online or offline, for the parents.
So that's the team that have been meeting over the year across the globe, alhamdulillah. So what we would love you to do now is, with the QR code, is if your school's interested in knowing more about what we're doing, register there. We also want you to share with us what sorts of things would be valuable. What are you looking for? How can we make this a valuable resource for schools? Because there's no point us doing it and investing our time and effort into it if it's not something that's going to be valuable for you. Jazakallah khair. Oh, the QR code working? Oh, okay. I will fix that and we can put it up again at the end.
Jazakallah khair. Do we have any questions for Sister Catherine Jones about this global initiative?
That's right. It is completely separate from GAIS, but they have been very supportive of this initiative from the beginning. So happy to partner with us in developing it. Yes?
Is it only targeting schools or just individuals?
Whatever we put together, it will be a resource for anybody, but the focus is we want to provide what schools are looking for initially, but individuals could certainly find what they're looking for there as well, inshallah. Yeah.
So I was just curious, I was looking at the main concerns parents seem to have. I also seen something that I think we do with a lot, I think of the subcontinent maybe more. Parents who find it hard to find the right balance between how much Islamic training and focus on reading, and how to balance that with worldly qualifications and
So if it didn't come up in our survey, it means that it's not on the forefront of parents' minds. So that survey was what parents are thinking. That's why we need information on what you're all seeing and what your need, because we need to make sure that what we put together actually meets everybody's needs. So if there's something that schools are seeing as a challenge that parents aren't realizing is a challenge, that's an educational issue, isn't it? We need to educate them on that. Thank you. Excellent questions, and I'll fix the QR code and put it in the WhatsApp group, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Sister Catherine Jones.
إلى منتهى